when I opened the car door yesterday and we were on, I sound so bored all the time. Like, I don't sound excited on life ever.
No, you do. I think you just listen at the points where you think that you sound boring.
No, well, that's the first time I've listened to it. It's just me going, hi, my name is Eve.
Well, if you listen to, like, the middle of the episode, like, I feel like you sometimes, depending on the day, you'll, like, ramp up. And then when it gets to the end, you're like, okay, like, we're getting to the end. I feel like you're in your head going, like, okay, don't bring up anything else. And keep going, meanwhile, my brain's like, what else did we forget to say in this episode? Remy won't sound that enthusiastic about stuff, but she's like super fucking pumped, and then you can see it on video. I'm pretty basic.
I always like interested to know because I feel like anytime I hear any part, like if I'm like swinging through TikTok and like it pops up because obviously I follow our own accounts,
Emily,
it'll be like, hi, my name is Eve, and today we are going to be like, I literally sound like the Calm app.
Well, you have been advised that that could be a potential career for you. And I'm not going to lie, listeners, I did look into it to see if it was a possibility because, like, what a fun thing to be like, I help people de-stress.
But I work in healthcare, so I do that enough.
Yeah, I know, but that would make you, like, the perfect candidate. Like, what happens if we found out, like, you started doing that and it's like, hey, you know how everybody always talks about side hustles? Here's a great one for healthcare workers.
See the Calm app.
Be the Calm app. Be the person. Yeah, they only have stuff open for, like, sales.
Sarah,
managers and stuff.
Focus on the topic.
Well, I pulled it up again because you were talking about it.
I know, that's just because I was doing chitter chatter while I was waiting for you to...
Right?
Do you want to just do, like, spontaneous, like you read it and say it?
So if you're wondering who these chicks are that are just, like, randomly talking back and forth, my name is Sara.
My name's Eve.
And we are Burnt Out Perfectionist. We are a podcast. We are two sisters. We chatter. We like to talk about the things and all the fun things.
Sounds like the beginning of a TED Talk.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm giving like an introduction. What happens in the first time someone photos like why not? We are Canadian. Oh, I saw an American seeing the I'm Canadian commercial for the first time ever and reacting to it.
Oh my god.
And he was like, that is literally every single thing I've ever been told about a Canadian. And I was like, right? The guy's like, because it was a Canadian on the other side.
Yes.
That is why they came out with the commercial. And he's like, it became like a cultural phenomenon. Like everybody loved
Phenomena. So today on this week's episode of Burnt Out Perfectionist, or as I like to call it, Bop, in the kind of highlights of the Love is Blind controversy that happened a couple weeks ago, which I don't know if Sarah is aware of this. It popped up on my TikTok, so that's the only reason why I was interested. There was a Love is Blind, I almost say character, person who's on Love is
They're reality shows, they're usually characters.
The guy asked the girl, like, what celebrity you look like? She said that she looked like Megan Fox. The internet blew up going, how dare this woman ever assume that she looks like Megan Fox? Yada yada. Personal opinion, I don't know. I don't think she looks identical like a twin of Megan Fox, but I can definitely see like similarities.
When I looked at it, I was like, oh, okay. But what I think the whole thing was that it was like the initiative behind the fact that she said that. So like naturally, I'm going to be totally honest, for most guys, that would make every other girl sound like trash. Like, oh, if I could be with a girl who looks like Megan Fox. Do we know did the other girl get the same question or no?
I don't think she did.
Oh, okay.
I think he had like a list of questions, and the other girl was like super like sweet, and like obviously the girl who said that she was Megan Fox was super sweet, but it just seemed like he was very dismissive of the rest of the experiment because he thought that he could be with Megan Fox.
Oh, yes.
So
exactly. He's like, I got this one down.
Which I also feel like producers should have been like, no, you shouldn't be asking those questions because the whole point of it is love is blind, not love is looking like a celebrity.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, and it's all about perspective, right? Like, I may think that I look like something versus like what you think you look like. And
yeah. So with that in mind, I thought it would be fun if we did the Get to Know Us Celebrity Edition. So I have a couple categories, more than a couple. And we, instead of being like, what's your favorite character? What do you look like? Stuff like that. We're going to use either like celebrities or non-media to describe what we either look like or kind of what our opinions are.
Yeah.
Or like what our lives look like. Might be boring. Might be interesting.
No, it's just the shits and giggles.
I'm going to pause it for a second. Is the microphone working? Yeah. So I've just given Sarah these categories now. So do we want to do like, we do you first, or do you want to do like...
We can just go like back and forth.
Back and forth, but do you want to do like what our opinions of ourselves are first? Or do you want to do like all of you of like what you envision versus what I envision?
Well, and that's the whole thing is I'm trying to remember the one name. It was really funny because like somebody commented on a TikTok of me and was like, do you know that you look like this person? And I was like, who is this person? Let me look them up. And I looked at it and I was like, I totally look like this person. That's fucking weird. I'm just trying to find it. I think it was on my own. Yeah, someone commented the other day. I was like, what?
Is it like a known celebrity?
No, it's like somebody who's ironically on the Home and Garden channel. And I was just like,
I love the Home and Garden channel.
Right? And they were like, you look like this person. And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, you legit look like, oh, here we go. I'll put it down. Tip, 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 tip. And then I'll pull it up. So Eve, whom do you feel that you look like from your perspective?
So I kind of Frankenstein two people. I said that I have minor resemblances to Ashton Kutcher and Haley Steinfeld.
Okay, so when you say Haley Steinfeld, I can totally see that, like her personality and stuff like that as well.
No, but just like looks.
Just like looks? Like brown hair, brown eyes. Oh my
Jesus Christ, Sarah.
Brown hair, brown eyes. I feel like you get the Ashton Kutcher thing because of that celebrity thing that you...
So, like, I don't know if anybody remembers back in the day when Snapchat used to have, like, what celebrities you looked like. And I used to get young Leonardo DiCaprio and Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
Like, every single time. And so now I'm just harnessing that I don't think I look like Leonardo DiCaprio. I think I have the head shape of Ashton Kutcher. And I got the eyebrows. But Haley Steinfeld, I feel like I'm not as dressy nor as coordinated as her.
She also has a stylist. Like, if you see her, she wears a lot of the same stuff as you when you see her, like, when it's, like, TMZ taking pictures of her.
I mean,
in, like, real life.
Obviously, don't look identical to her. Or you guys never know, because you'll never see my face.
That's funny, because, like, with those filters, I've always gotten Sophia Bush. And I don't get it. I mean... Sure, but always gotten Sophia Bush. For anybody who doesn't quite know who that is, she was on Chicago PD. And
oh my God, she was on One Tree Hill.
I was going to say that more famously One Tree Hill, but most recently she was on Chicago PD. And what's their podcast called? Drama Queens?
Yeah.
Drama Queens podcast, and it has Hillary Burton. And so far, still, Joy is still on it.
She's a book coming out.
I know.
I'm kind of interested to read that book.
Oh, I'm totally going to read it. She was in a cult. Sold right there. She was in a cult. I'm sold. Okay, so for me, I've always felt like I didn't think anybody like really looked like myself. I feel like
oh well, I should have prefaced that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm like I don't really feel like it. People who I've been told that I look like, and ones where I'm kind of like, I guess I could see that. I used to have large black rimmed glasses. I have pale skin and dark hair. Zoe Deschanel is somebody who I used to get all the time because I also have front bangs. That's a massive fucking compliment. I love her. I wish I could have her wardrobe. It would definitely need to be a different size because I'm pretty sure I'm twice her height. I think I'm the same height as her fiance, who is Canadian. And, that just makes me feel like she's just a little bit more Canadian. Another person I've been told I look like, and I don't think I've ever told Eve this, especially when I have eyeliner on my top and bottom lashes, and probably when I have my famous resting bitch face. Kristen Stewart is another person I've been told I look like. Yeah, that Kristen Stewart, the one from Twilight.
Oh,
I was like, really?
I don't see that as much.
Oh, and then my favorite, actually, I think my biggest compliment in the entire world is one time I got told I look like Allison Hannigan. That is Lily from How I Met Your Mother, Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That was when my hair was red, though.
Oh, okay.
I don't really see it, but I love her. So someone commented on my TikTok the other day, somebody who I do not know, and they said, "Oh my God, with your hair up like that." So my hair was up in like a messy bun, and I have these like glasses that have like herringbone and they're sparkly on them. And I didn't know who this person was. And it's this HGTV show called Unsellable Houses. And I'm going to show Eve. This is the...
Oh my God.
Is that weird?
She looks a lot like you.
So I'm not quite sure what her name is. So they're twin sisters who do this. And maybe I'll like post like a screenshot or whatever. But like legitimately, I looked it up and I went, "Hot damn, I kind of look like her." And I thought that was really funny. So she also has like front bangs and dark hair, but even like her facial structure is very similar to mine. And she has like cool funky glasses, which legitimately...
Leslie Davis and Lindsay Lamb.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I looked it up and I was like, oh, I can totally see that. Like 110%.
Start with out of the car.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
I can see that. Someone was like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally addicted to Home and Garden Channel," and I came across your TikTok and I was like, "Oh my God, you kind of look like her."
Do you want to know who I have for you?
Yeah, sure.
So
I'm always interested in this stuff because I like I said, I can never see somebody and be like, "Damn, that person looks like me."
I have two very random. I have one character and I have one person.
Ooh.
I said if you mix Sailor Jupiter and Ashton Kutcher together.
Okay, so first off, 10-year-old Sarah inside my body is like, "Oh my fucking God." So Sailor Jupiter is my favorite ever. Eve wouldn't know because she wasn't alive. She wasn't alive, but I love Sailor Jupiter. She was like the sport, like we would call her the sporty spice of the Sailor Moon characters, because she would like go to like sports and stuff like that. She was taller than all her other friends. She has very similar natural hair color to what I have. Her hair was exactly the same as what I had when I watched that show. Always up in a ponytail usually. And I could totally see that. And Ashton Kutcher, I get that because the facial expressions, even I also look quite similar, but not. It's really funny. My husband's like, "I don't see it." And everybody else is like, "Are you blind?" I feel like we look related.
Yeah, because we are.
So I get that. They're random, but I 100% get that. For you, I have a mashup of, I lean towards celebrities because I felt like it made more sense because it's easier
Sailor
to look
Jupiter.
at.
I'm very confused. I was like, oh my God.
Sailor Jupiter. Cartoon characters are also celebrity. I went with a mixture of, and I know you're going to make like the most like sigh, like really Sarah voice, Anne Hathaway, Sandra Bullock, and Emma Watson.
Those are my three favorite people. So I will take that. I love Sandra Bullock with all of my heart.
Mm-hmm.
She is an adorable woman. And yeah, I'm not mad about that. I don't think I'm as cool as Emma Watson.
Oh, Emma Watson's cool, but it's like even the way she like carries herself or she like acts around people, but it's the way that you guys have like, I feel like very similar mouths. Like the bottom half of your face is very similar. Anne Hathaway is like straight, like your eyes, like your eyebrows.
I just
You're
really
very, like
straight up made me seem like I'm a Victorian.
No, yeah, well, that's what it leans towards it, right? So it's like, you give like Mia Thermopolis after she has her makeover.
Princess of Geneva.
Princess.
Oh, although before.
Oh, that's like when we brush out your hair before we put hair dye in it. Or mine.
Oh, because my hair's been in a bun for like...
Yeah, and then we brush it out and put hair dye on it. But like, yeah.
Okay, so next category we have is personality.
Okay.
So for myself, I have Hermione Granger.
Yeah.
Mixed with Chandler Bing.
Yeah. I was going to do, I had them and they were on the tip of my tongue. Oh, there was somebody who I thought of the other day, and even Ben's like, right?
Oh my God, everybody says Alex from Modern Family, and I just
Oh,
see it.
No, so there's like, I feel like that was because like her hair was dark and she had like glasses and stuff like that, and she was a smart one and she was extremely responsible in the family. So like aspects of that, you were way less awkward than Alex, in my opinion. Fuck, there was somebody the other day. I'll remember it after. Sometimes when you're awkward, you remind me of iCarly. Like Miranda Cosgrove. Actually, that's one person who I thought of was on Josh's podcast. Yes. Miranda Cosgrove as herself when she's being interviewed.
I don't drink.
I know it wasn't. I don't drink. I did drink. I did. I smoked weed once, and it like wasn't a good experience. But like the way that she like held herself and stuff like that, I literally watched that and I was like, oh my God, this is very Eve, like very Eve.
For you, who do you think your personality is like?
When I was younger, I wanted to be Pantsuer.
But I feel like that was just the generation. Everybody wanted to be like the grungy.
Well, that was the whole thing. Is it was like the punky type vibe of things. I mean, I feel like I'm like constantly lost on who I would be or who I would be similar to.
I have two.
Okay.
And I don't know how you're going to react to the first.
Oh, I don't care. I don't really get offended by a lot of things.
So I said a combination between Bernadette from Big Bang Theory.
Oh my God, I love her.
And Kristen Bell in The Good Place.
Kristen Bell in The Good Place. I didn't last that long with that show, but I love how she says with the fork.
With the fork.
Just like, she's like, what? Why am I here? This doesn't make any sense. Also, her figuring out stuff made sense.
Oh, yeah.
I would never be offended to be of a similar to Kristen Bell.
Or Bernadette.
Or Bernadette. Oh, like Bernadette's personality. Because if I get upset, my voice will go up high and I will do the same fucking voice. And it'll be very similar to Bernadette. Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. No, I get that. I'm not offended by that at all.
I just thought they were funny.
I used to get told that I was very similar to like Donna Pinciotti in the first couple seasons of That 70s Show. Just how she was like playful and like funny. But like after she got like weird, as soon as she starts smoking menthols and dating Casey Kelso, that was no longer me.
Mate.
Yeah.
For style, I have want versus have.
Okay.
So I feel like I dress like Adam Sandler.
You definitely don't wear basketball shorts and Hawaiian shirts.
I did for a while. I mean, oversized clothing. That's what I was mainly going off of. And then the style that I want is the way Deutsch in something from Tiffany's because it was just so cute.
So we just that's Caroline Ray's daughter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just such a cute
I love her
style. Love that woman.
She's so funny. Her stuff is super cute. Okay, so do I pick for like what I think you dress like?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're just like Remy Cruz. Like the YouTuber when she's at home.
Oh, what?
Really? Remy, because when she's at home, and I will be totally blunt, just to like whip that on the other side. For style, I feel like I dress like Cal.
Dude, I was like waiting for you to tell me I just like.
Oh no, I straight up like 90% of my sweaters are black. I'm wearing some form of merch. Like my husband works for a company, and I wear sweaters that are from his company.
But
I wear like my old company's merch. I'll just like throw it on as a set. And I'm like, I'm good. And I'll have like a fun, like funky bag. I literally feel like, actually, Eve and I have talked about this. We literally feel like we're the girl versions of Cal.
I don't feel like I dress like Remy really though, because she wears a lot of crop tops.
No, I mean like casual, like I said, like at home Remy with like her, like she has her like oversized hoodies on and she's got like her comfy leggings that she's got her like,
yeah, it was like when she's doing cooking with Remy, I'm like, girl, I can't do anything.
Oh, this is like, I want to almost say like non-creator Remy, more like at-home vlog Remy, because like she'll have that stuff on, she'll throw her stuff on, and she's like, yeah, I'm just gonna use skincare, like fuck makeup today, like I'm just gonna chill.
I actually...
And you get, like, cutesy things. Like, you have that, like, cute, like, Bambi crew neck and so.
Oh, I put it in the wash and it got all bad, so I had to throw it out.
Fuck off.
I know, it was so sad.
Oh, that's so sad.
I would like to change my answer from something from Tiffany's Soy Deutsch to, just Zoella.
Oh, yeah.
I just like to own her whole wardrobe.
I need to find the name of the person that I'm just like, oh, this is going to be a random person from TikTok. Because, I mean, there's, like, different people you kind of look at it. I mean, like, Zooey Deschanel, I love her clothes, and I think the way that she dresses is super cute. I don't know if I would be able to dress like that when I was on my period, because I think I would cry. There's this girl called Casey Scroggins, Mom Life. She's on TikTok. She lives in Las Vegas.
Oh my gosh, the one that's...
Yeah, and she buys, like, the cutest, like, most colorful, like, sweaters and stuff like that. And she's like, I'm a mom. I'm trying to find my style, and I want to add more color just because, like, I feel like all I wear is black.
So for you, I have your current style. Stevie from Schitt's Creek.
Stevie from Schitt's Creek. Oh, is it the girl who runs it in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ruby Glue.
Oh my god.
And,
what a compliment. I love Ruby.
And then the style that you want, I have Aquafina and Zooey Deschanel. Aquafina?
What the fuck does Aquafina? I just think of cartoon characters when I think of Aquafina now.
Like, she dresses very, like, funky.
I just love her first. Hi guys.
She's in mood.
That was funny that I have to specify Aquafina celeb. They just pulled up Aqua dresses. There's, like, no pictures of her.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. Oh, her at, like, the Met Gala in, like, 2019. Stuff like that. Oh, I would totally wear, like, funky shit. Especially if I didn't have to pay for funky shit, people wanted me to wear it, I'd totally wear it. I'd wear something, like, completely weird, too. The only restriction is I would never wear something that like, covered my face because it freaked me out.
I would be the tamed one beside. Yeah. But that's the fine. Okay, so the next one is role model.
Oh.
So I have two.
Okay.
Drew Barrymore, because I just love her.
Okay.
And Adam Sandler.
And Adam Sandler. That's the whole thing is, like, what I love about Adam Sandler is the fact that he, like, helps support everybody and he brings everybody up with him. Role model. I don't know. There's, like, people that I look up to, even, like, my personal life, or I'm like, I would like to do blank. I shall make that something that I add into my everyday life. Role models. I love, like, people like Drew Barrymore, like, people who allow people to just, like, be themselves is, like, what I love. I'll be totally honest, like, not just to quote YouTubers, I fucking love Taryn Renee. I love her personality. I love the way that she, like, does stuff. We're on totally different life paths, but the things that she does in addition to outside of what she does as, like, a creator and how much, like, balance she has, I think that's great. And how involved she is with, like, her nieces and nephews, and she'll show, like, little things here and there. But the fact that she also has, like, I feel like her, like, all of the things that she does, and then, like, her grandpa had invented this, like, silly golf ball thing that, like, blows up when you hit.
Yeah.
So she, like, works on that and goes and packs orders. Like, I feel like she's very down to earth and, like, diverse in the stuff that she does. And I feel like she's, like, a very, like, organic person. So there's somebody that I, like, really like to watch. Also, there's these people that are on TikTok, and they are a couple, and one is called Mom Chats. And the dad is really funny. He's the guy with the glasses. And the
the cardigan?
No, the super colorful sweaters and stuff. Oh my god. I'll find them. One sec. They make me laugh so hard. Like, he'll always be like, and another reason why children should name everything.
Oh my god, I know him because they do the fun, like, games.
Yeah, and everybody thought he was Blippi for the longest time. So they'll sit there and they'll be like, I don't want to take the trash out today. Well, now we're going to sit and do Bean Boozled, and whoever loses gets it. Like, I love the way that they just, like, have fun with life without, like, they have fun with life without to be totally honest, like demeaning children. We've talked about this. There's a lot of parent humor out there that's funny and you're like, oh, I get it. And then there's people who really drive into like really shitting on kids and what they do. Yeah. And I feel like they really like celebrate just like the hilariousness of like what comes with being a parent. Like when one kid has to translate for somebody else and you're like, what are you talking about? Or stuff like that. I think it's super funny. Also, like, I don't want to adult. Fine, then you have to shoot sour spray into your mouth or do shots of lemon juice until one of us decides that we are not going to do it anymore.
So the next category is I was a Disney character.
Yeah, Belle.
I said Rapunzel because she does a million things at once.
She does do a million things at once. So I would always lean towards Rapunzel, not just because that's like your favorite like Disney character, but also like I don't know why, I've always seen Belle. It's not just because she like read books and stuff like that, but she would just like, she had fun. She was creative. She's also a caring person if someone's being like a grumpy beast.
Also, she would run away whenever she was annoyed.
Yeah, when she was like annoyed. And she would just be like, oh, I'm just going to like do my own thing over here. And I don't really give a fuck. So, yeah. But also like aspects of Rapunzel because like, I mean, we all have those moments where we just break out into song and do stuff. But you're like, what are you doing over there, Eve? I'm just doing some watercolor.
Yeah, I really learned how to do that. For you, I feel like it's going to make you laugh. I have Mary Poppins.
Oh, let the medicine go down. You know what? I can see that because I do skip to many different things. I randomly dance all the time.
You have a bag filled with random things.
Oh my God. I always have a bag full of random things. It could be a freaking fanny pack and I magically pull out shit. Like snacks. When our friend's kid is hungry and we're at hockey practice and he will literally come over and be like, you got anything in the bag for me? I'm like, of course I do, bud.
Who do you think you'd be?
Merida. Not looks wise, just like the way that she talks.
Obviously going from Ashton Kutcher. Merida.
Yeah, Merida.
Like yes and no. I feel like you're very headstrong, but also like
I can be talked down off a ledge.
Yeah. But it has to be a specific person to talk her down from the ledge. It's usually me.
Yeah. I've been told looks why. Well, like our aunt has always told me that I was Snow White.
Because you're pale and have dark hair.
Done.
Okay, hairstyle.
Well, my hair was just redone by the wonderful stylist of Eve.
For me, I have Haley Steinfeld or Zoe Deutch.
Oh, hands down, both of them. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy for you. 100%.
People. For you, I had Zoe Deschanel or Lucy Hale.
I was gonna say Lucy Hale for myself. Zoe Deschanel is always a lean for me because what I like about her is she has like, I've always been told I look like more classic, so that's usually what I lean towards, but classic, but a little bit like more up to date. Like I'm not getting a fucking bowl cut anymore, like what I used to have when I was a kid.
I feel like everybody had a mushroom cut growing up.
I did because I refused to brush my hair, and our mom warned us like a million times, and she was like, "It's getting really gross at the bottom. I really need to do something."
I feel like mom didn't really like. I brushed my hair, but also like I had a lot of hair, so it just
but you're
easier.
I had like my hair was like stick straight,
yeah,
but it was like the wind would come by and it would have 85 million knots. Like it was so bad.
Next one, I have a movie.
Okay, so like, what do you mean by?
I just mean, like, if you could have a movie that you think represented your life, what movie would it be?
Anything that Jennifer Garner stars as the mom.
For you, I had Up.
Yeah, but Ben doesn't... I didn't die.
What?
Oh, do you mean because they, like, grow up together and stuff?
No, I meant that, like, the representations, like, each of the characters is a piece of you.
Oh.
And, like, the old version is, like, cracking through. Then you have Russell of, like, your ambitions to get better.
Okay.
And then you travel the world and then you figure it out. And then you end up being like, oh, this is exactly where I wanted to be.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ. Well, I'm not dead. Well, obviously, I'm looking at you.
I was like, I'm confused by that. Fuck. for your life. There's no movies about people going to college during the pandemic, so.
I have a series of unfortunate events.
What was the fucking one? Okay, like before she became whom she is today.
Lindsay Lohan?
No, I was going to say Amanda Bynes.
Oh, Sydney White?
Yeah.
That's the only one that I could think of.
Like, okay, I got into college. Okay, I'm like doing my stuff, doing my thing. Okay, I'm starting about a bunch of people. Okay, guys, like, come on, let's get and do this. That's like what I was leaning towards, like Sydney White.
Huh. See that?
I love Sydney White. I mean, I'd love to say that I was Elle Woods, but no. If I was to pick a movie, I would pick Miss Congeniality.
I love that you go for it, but I was like, it's like, you go on a journey.
I know.
And you're like,
I would go for Miss Congeniality because literally I will go from Lucy to Gracie Lou Freebush in that amount of
time. Next one I have is song. What song do you think represents your life?
Punk Rock Princess. No, I'm just kidding. That was like by Something Corporate. That was like one of my favorite songs. Represents my life. I don't know. I always feel like Castle on the Hill is great. And Ben and I always like make a joke because it's like one of the lines is like one's already on a second wife and points at me. Already on a second wife. One's just barely getting by, like all those other things. Because a lot of people that we went to like high school and stuff with like that, we can actually relate like 90% of fucking song to people that we know. So I don't know. I feel like that's like one of those songs where I'm like, okay, I got this. Like, you're good. And another one was especially when there's like life changes and stuff like that, or like when we're moving, like I loved Breakaway, which was written by Avril Lavigne but sung by Kelly Clarkson.
I had Castle on the Hill for you.
Oh, nice.
My two were Never Grow Up Taylor Swift or Wake Me Up When September Ends Green Day.
Oh, yeah, Wake Me Up When Nature. Yeah. Wake me up. Yeah. No, what could ever go. Oh, yeah. The funny thing is I thought about that song that you have as one of your alerts.
Oh, my God. Tiny little, or little bug? Yeah. Numb little bug.
Numb little bug.
That song's a hoot.
That song is like, it's fun. If you want it to be fun, it is fun. I feel like there's certain songs, though, that like come on and you're like, this fits this specific part of my life. Like, yeah. I found this like randomly. This song fucking comes on and I was like,
I'm 2 days into college and I'm the fine.
Oh, no, it wasn't that one. Where the fuck was this song? And I was just like, that oddly hit the point. A song that I'm really bopping to right now is Good Day by Forrest Frank. I love that song. Good Day. Fire Passage. Who sings this song? It's called Narcissist. It's by Avery Anna. Oh, feels like my very early 20s.
Feels like this very early 20s when I was 5.
Yeah, I know. I was like, feel like very early 20s. I want to say like one of my first relationships. I listened to this song and I was like, ew. Oh, this is oddly familiar.
I'm trying to think of any other ones, but no, I had Castle on the Hill.
Nice. So and Sheeran just brings me joy.
Yeah.
Fucker makes me cry though. Oh God.
If I was a superhero.
If you were a superhero?
Like, if you were...
You'd be Supergirl.
Oh, I said Thor's daughter from that TV series that I watched when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, from Teen Titans? Was that it?
It wasn't Teen Titans. It was like this random, like, Avengers one, and it was like Avengers Kids. So, like, Black Panther had a son, Thor had a daughter, Iron Man had a son. It was a really good show. And every time I watched it, I was like, oh, I really like Thor's daughter.
I watched that Justice League Girls show with, like, Charlie. That was on Netflix. And it was so good. I really liked it. I was a superhero. My daughter tells me that I'm Wonder Woman.
Oh,
which I think is the cutest fucking thing ever. I personally feel like I would be more like an anti-hero character. And I'm just gonna name the person who I mildly named my kid after. In a way, I would love to be Harley Quinn because she's like very caring and love her friends. I would never be in the area of being like completely controlled, but I just like love her personality.
I just accidentally signed up.
Oh, well, like, and I've always loved her since like the 90s Batman cartoon. And then when I found out Margot Robbie was playing her, I was like, that is exactly who I would envision to play Harley Quinn. And then she played her, and I was like,
I had Mystique.
oh. I mean, the she could place her. She's very beautiful. And she's married to Jerry O'Connell. It was just a crush on.
I was thinking the original one, not Jennifer Lawrence.
Not Jennifer Lawrence. I'm talking about the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's married to Jerry O'Connell. Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah, that's
O'Connell. O'Connell? Yes. O'Connell.
And the final one is a hobby / like TV show that relates to that hobby.
Okay, what?
Like HGTV or like
if you were a television network, what would you be?
Like for me, I had the home edit.
For you, you had the home edit? Oh, yeah. You would love that. I feel like you would just get right in with those chicks and just like be easily working with them.
Yeah, I know
with the home edit. If you're like do you mean like stuff that you want to do on like the side or whatever?
But like it could just be like you see somebody doing a TV, like I would consider organization a hobby, like they make it a career. But
yeah,
if you saw, you were like, oh, I would love to do that, or I feel like I could do that.
I would love to be Rosanna. Like the shit that she does. Rosanna Pantino. I probably said that totally wrong. From fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
Like her series, the stuff that she does, like she does food ones. Like I love like baking and doing stuff, but the stuff that she tries, like her and her sister, I love watching their dynamic because I feel like they are quite similar to us. Like and one of them will be like, but I really love, like Molly. Molly's like, I really love unicorns. Oh, and this one's going home with me. Like she made a whole video because she helps Rosanna do her video. She's like, so I bought this whole thing of unreturned mail because I'm fascinated. Like I want to find like someone's love letter or something. She's like, unfortunately, I only found like returns, but it was really good returns. So they went through and they're like finding stuff and just like laughing about it.
For you, I had Songbird.
Oh, I fucking love that show. Just like the development of that show, I miss it so much
because I feel like it's the perfect show for you because people have already come in with the idea.
Yeah,
you just have to fix it.
Well, and that's the whole thing. You have to fix it or give them suggestions and stuff like that on it. I really like that. I like certain shows that are like that, almost like in a competition way, like the coaching way. Like, you know how American Idol, like you come in, they get some coaching along the way, but like you need to come in with a solid base for American Idol versus like The Voice. You can come in with a solid base, but you can also come in with potential and they will like take the time to help you develop into a person. So, like, if I was to choose, like, a reality singing show, I would want to be on The Voice because you're helping that person, like, figure out who they are in their, not just, like, style, but, like, how they want to present themselves on stage and, like, all that other stuff, like, the character development.
But also, like, Mom and I, every year, we'll look at the coaches and be like, what coach would we want to be a part of?
Oh, right?
Like, this season's Reba McEntire, Chance the Rapper, Dan and Shay, and John Legend.
Okay, so I feel like that would be super hard for me because I watch Chance the Rapper do this like rap battle show that was on Netflix, and I just feel like he's just such a great human that I would love to like just like sit with him. Like he seems like this is what I wear when I'm Chance the Rapper, but I'm a completely different person. I mean, we all know who I would love to just like be mentored for is fucking Dolly Parton. I love that woman, but I would love Reba. I feel like she'd just be straight to the fucking point. Like that was terrible. We could do better than that.
I feel like John Legend, I don't really like feel like I suit his vibe. Dan and Shay I would love, but I feel like I'd also get super distracted by having to be told.
Yeah.
Chance the Rapper is just so sweet. But Reba McEntire got chicken tenders.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like...
But hands down, if my girl Kelly Clarkson is on, I'm running towards her.
Oh.
That's a person who like when I was younger, I got told I was very similar to, and now I watch her talk show, and I'm like, okay, I kind of get that. I kind of get that, like, vibe, and I think it's because she'll be talking about something. She'll be like, wait, 1 second. But blah, 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 blah. Or, hi. Yeah, I can't believe you're on my show. I'm obsessed with you. Like, the way she does that.
If Niall Horan returns to The Voice, I would immediately run to him.
Yeah, I'd like to start a formal petition for Niall Horan to listen to this podcast and just get to know Eve.
He has a very nice girlfriend.
Oh, he has a girlfriend? I did not know that.
He like talks about her in a very sweet way.
Oh, I just like love his like vibe with his like cardigans and the way that he is. I feel like he's the least obnoxious person who's ever come from a band ever.
Oh my god! Also, the fact that he was handing out sweaters last year that said like "You're my sunshine" and had like some flowers with smiley faces on them. I'm like, oh.
I know. I like the like non-conform to what I want type people.
I know, he's just very like vibey. Also, he's friends with Louis Capaldi, and I love Louis Capaldi.
If I had an unlimited budget for, sorry, I'm gonna loop back to style. If I had an unlimited fucking budget, I would dress exactly the same as Gwen Stefani. I love her. I've loved her for a very long time. And just like, I just like her style. I also like how she's always like sung differently. It's like Katy Perry. My husband laughs. He goes, I could totally see you wearing like, just randomly showing up to something in like a hot Cheeto dress and being like, I'm wearing this, get over it.
Burger dress.
Or the fact that she's sitting there and they're doing the person leads to the audition. She's like, where's my snack box? Pulls it out. Want some snacks? And they're like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm eating food. I'm eating food. Don't judge me.
I'm trying to think of like, there's not a lot of like newer people that I'm like, oh, I'd really like to wear the same.
Yeah. If you could like hang out and just like chill with like 3 celebrities, who would you choose? Celebrities or YouTubers or like whatever, like somebody who's like somebody who
with
would
like potential to be friends with them.
Yeah, somebody who you feel that like, oh, I feel like I could like be friends with that person.
The chick that's on TikTok that does the Amazon Canada thing.
Oh yeah, I like her. Yeah,
I don't remember her name.
Well, I can probably look it up while you're thinking of the other two.
Like the difficult thing for me is there's not a lot of people around my age that's super famous that I feel like I would get along with.
Right. Oh, I found her. Her name is Marls Budget Beauty. She is the person who is healing all the wounds of all the Canadians for when we click on the links in someone's Amazon storefront and it says change country. And they say it's this really great $20 sweater and it's $85 on Canadian Amazon.
Yes. Love you, moms. Who else would it be? I feel like her I would get along with. I want to say Niall, but I also feel like it might just be a little awkward. Because I would just be like, Katie. And I know this is going to be really random. Kylie Kelsey.
Oh, that's who's on my list.
Like
I would love, like, Kylie Kelsey. I think she is, like, super cool. My favorite thing is, like, places I was invited and have no idea why. Like, she was invited to, like, a fashion show. I really like her. I also love, like, her very, very specific loyalty and pure honesty. Another person would be, like, I would like even just to, like, hang and, like, pick the brain of, I've, like I said, like, even, like, people who are just kind of, like, look at their style and stuff like that. One of them, I would love to chill with Zoe Deschanel and make crafts. Specifically, like, just to chill and make crafts with her.
Oh my god, Amy Poehler.
Yeah, Amy.
And Tina Fey.
Okay, I was like, one of the people that I would love to sit down and talk to at some point in my life is Tina Fey. I started really watching, like, Saturday Night Live when I was in high school. And I was watching, I was like babysitting and the kids were asleep and stuff like that. And I would watch Saturday Night Live. And then I found out that she was like a writer before she was actually on the show. And then she wrote things like Mean Girls and helped write like the Broadway show and just like the stuff that she does in her humor and like Amy Poehler and stuff like that. I love humor that is like still respectful and you're not being like an asshole. And the way that they did, like, I literally stopped watching the Golden Globes. I was like, they should be the only ones who host it because it was so enjoyable. Because sometimes when you watch award shows, you're like, oh God, here we go. But there's like stuff like that. And I can't remember who helped write Bad Moms?
I think Mila.
Was it Mila? Like, I feel like
the chick, the Kirsten, the third one. The one
Bell.
No,
No.
the other one.
Oh, okay. Her. She's funny.
Also-
But that's the whole thing is I'm just like, there's people like that. I'd also love to just like sit down and interview Paul Rudd. Not just because I have a massive fucking crush on him, but I just feel like he has literally remained like the same person, not just looks wise, but like the same kind of like fun personality. I love when you can see the dynamic of like people who you know who are friends in the industry who like are always in each other's movies and they're always like having fun, and they don't make their movies like political and serious. Like, I just want to watch a movie and escape. I don't want to watch shit and then be like, oh, this could potentially happen in this world. Or
And on that note, my computer's about to die.
oh Lord, okay.
But
But yeah,
you so much for listening to this episode. Please check us out on Instagram.
Yeah.
Facebook.
all of the things. We're on a lot of things. I'm only kind of sticking to some of them, and then I'll like slowly incorporate them into the routine, and then like add more as I become like more consistent. But yeah, I actually edited my favorite word. Our YouTube video, I did it a little bit differently. So again, we do not record the video, but added some things in there, some extra visuals and stuff, so it's a little bit more fun when it's hanging out maybe on your computer screen while you're working. But yeah, hope you have an absolutely amazing day and stay as warped and twisted as ever. Peace. Thank you so much for listening to us on YouTube. You can find us on all of the socials: Instagram, Pinterest,
TikTok,
Facebook,
Snapchat.
yes. And we also started a Discord, and we're on Reddit. But you know, those ones we can only do so many things so many times, people.
Yeah. As you can tell by the list of are we here. But if you're more of a just an audio type person, we're on Spotify Podcast, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. I think we're on Pandora, iHeartRadio, and you can also check us out on the RSS feed.
Oh yeah,
which we also found out has its own website, which is pretty sick.
It is pretty sick. Well, thank you so much for listening, and feel free to go re-listen to some of the episodes that we have.